Hello and welcome. My name's Tyus. I'm honored to share this practice with you, so thank you so much for dropping in and moving your body with me. Today we're gonna be working on developing strong legs, so a lot of balance, some lunges, some squats, some static holds. It's gonna be a pretty fun flow, pretty challenging, but no need to do anything perfectly. This is your practice. It's your vehicle. Drive it how you want. Take care of yourself. So to begin, just start in a cross-legged position. We're going to take a few moments just to ground down. Maybe use this time to set an intention for practice. Taking some deep belly breaths here, really tuning in to the sensation of just simply breathing. Just notice how you're feeling arriving to class. Big inhale and exhale. Feel free to hang here for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to begin, blink the eyes open. Rolling over into tabletop, we'll just get into the wrist very briefly. So rocking side to side, let's make some biscuits. Externally rotating so that your fingers begin to face the knees as you rock side to side. And then internally rotate so that the fingers eventually face each other. As far as they go. And then another round. Staying tuned in with your breath, tune into your intention even with the simple tasks. And then flip the hands, or flip to the back of the hands, so the fingers are facing the knees once again. Rock forwards and backwards. And flutter the hands and make fists here. And then back to the palms, tuck the toes, getting right into downward facing dog. Taking a few moments to settle in here. Feel free to walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other. I always like to close down my eyes in down dog just to feel. Kind of notice where your body's at in the beginning of class, so that you can tune into what changes. Finding stillness. Big inhale and exhale. Your next inhale, the right leg lifts. Step the right foot to the outside of your right hand, lizard pose, left knee comes down. Really press out through the shoulders here, nice proud chest. Shine your heart forward and begin to come to the knife edge of the foot and open up the right knee. Inhale as you bring the knee back in. Exhale, open it up. You can shift your hips forward and down. Maybe you bend the arms to go a little deeper into the hips. Then come back to center. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee up off of the mat. So we're in our active lizard here. Begin to find some buoyancy in the hips. So notice this bounce. It's really opening up and activating my left hip flexor here. So we're going to hit a bounce and then straighten out the right leg into pyramid pose. And then lean back into your lizard. Find that bounce. Lean into pyramid. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, fold over the right leg. 3 more times here. 1, 2, and 3. Rebending into the right knee. Step the left foot up to the outside of the left hand. Active squat here. So think chair pose. Just feet a little wider than hips distance. Reach the hands forward. Proud chest. Bring hands to heart center. Find a hinge at the hips, so we're keeping the spine pretty relatively straight here, just hinging the body in between the legs. Find your depth. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Straighten out both legs. Inhale, slight bend in the knees. Roundness in the spine as you rise all the way up. Reach, shift the hips forward. Exhale, sink back down through your active squat. Keeping the chest upright. Just bending the knees, sinking a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Torso in between the legs. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down through the feet. Ride that inhale all the way up into your back bend. And then use that exhale to find your squat. Last time here, inhale. Exhale, hinge. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rolling all the way up. Reach, activate the glutes. And then exhale, squatting all the way down, planting the hands in between the feet. Hop, step, floater, jump, back into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot up. Outside of left hand, right knee comes down. Begin to open up the left knee. Playing with range, playing with some depth. All right, tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee, finding those bounces in the hips. Inhale, bounce. Exhale, fold into pyramid. Inhale, bounce. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bounce. Exhale, fold. 3 more times. Do your third time. Step the right foot up into your active squat. Hands to heart center. Find your hinge on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, squat. Inhale. Exhale, squat. Or hinge, rather. Inhale at your hinge. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Riding that inhale. Exhale, squat. Last time here. Inhale. Exhale, hinge. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising all the way up. Exhale through your squat, planting the hands, hop, step, floater, jump into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step your right foot in between the hands. Rise into crescent lunge. Bring hands to your heart center. Begin to lean forward into your right foot. Warrior 3, floating the left foot. Take an inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale, bring the left knee into your chest. Reach the arms up. Extend the left leg forward. And hold for 3, 2, 1. Left knee back in the chest. We're sending the left foot as far back to the back of the mat as you can manage. Once it lands, open up into a warrior 2. Maybe even separate your feet a little wider. Want a real wide warrior 2. Deep bend into this right knee. Opening up. Inhale. And exhale, settle in. On your next exhale, we're going to find a hack squat. So think Skandasana, but we're not going all the way down. We're just finding a little bit of depth here, finding some activity in this back leg. Staying nice and strong. Inhale. Exhale, open back up into warrior 2. And send that right knee forward over your toes. So a little lunge here. Exhale, Skandasana, or your hack squat. And then coming back, warrior 2. Skandasana. And warrior 2. Last time. Exhale, Skandasana. We'll hold this last one for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open it back up into warrior 2. Moving into half moon. Planting the right hand. Stacking left hip on top of the right. We got 5 Shiva squats coming up. You can perform this by tucking the right or the left knee behind the right knee, and you can place the left foot down and squat from here. Maybe you float the foot, tucking left knee behind right. This is a good place to land too. Maybe you find depth, left knee behind right ankle, and then open back up into your half moon. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Opening back into half moon. We'll land the left foot to the back of the mat. Wide leg forward fold, toes in, heels out, and fold. Lean your weight forward into your toes. Giving that right leg a bit of a break. Big inhale, maybe halfway lift. Really expand. And exhale, let it go. Rotating the toes out, heels in, coming into goddess pose. Maybe close down the eyes here and just notice what arrives in the body. This very demanding posture. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squaring off the hips towards the front of the mat. Slide the feet away from each other, coming into a deep lunge. And we're holding. Not dumping the weight into our right leg. We're nice and active here. Tucking the pelvis. Left knee gravitates towards the back of the mat. Stick with it. Almost done with this side. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frame the right foot. Kick back, 3-legged dog. Pull yourself through into upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. All right, good job everybody. First side complete. Big inhale to reset. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot up in between the hands. Rise into your crescent lunge. Inhale and exhale. Bring hands to heart center. Warrior 3. Right foot floats. Inhale here. And exhale. Bring the right foot the right knee into the chest. Lift the arms up overhead, playing with your balance. Gripping the floor with your left foot. Extend the right leg. For 3, 2, 1. Right knee bends. Floating back through Warrior 3. Right foot steps to the back of the mat, as far back as you can get it. Really wide Warrior 2. Inhale and exhale. Hack squat towards the back of the mat. On your exhale. Inhale, pull it back forward. Warrior 2, send that left knee forward. Hack squat. Warrior 2. Hack squat. Warrior 2. Last one. This time we'll hold this hack squat. Find a challenging depth here. Not something you're just sinking into. Be active. For 3, 2, 1. Send it forward. Warrior 2. Moving into our half moon here. Left hand plants. 5 Shiva squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stepping the right foot back to the back of the mat. Wide leg forward fold. Find your hinge in the hips. Maybe grab hold of your ankles and pull your head a little closer to the mat. Sending your weight into the toes. Hands plant underneath the shoulders, halfway lift. And exhale, rotate the toes out. Goddess pose. Here for 3, 2, 1. Rotating to the top of the mat. Finding our long lunge here. Finding some depth. Meeting challenge with curiosity. What can you actually overcome today? Are you stronger than you thought? Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Frame the left foot. Send it back into 3-legged dog. Pull yourself through. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big inhale here. And exhale. All right, we're going to run through that flow. Kind of breath to movement here. Not too many long holds. We're not repping. Just moving in the flow of your own breath. Take an inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 3. Left knee in the chest. Inhale. Extend the left leg. Send the leg back through warrior 3 to land in our warrior 2. Taking Skandasana towards the back of the mat. Find some depth here. Really press your left knee out with your left tricep. Maybe open up your arm, reach the arm towards the ceiling. Maybe you have a bind in your practice, reaching right hand for your left pocket, reaching the left hand around the knee, and open. Release your bind if you have it. Making our way back to Warrior 2. Completing that hack squat. Right hand plants, half moon. One Shiva squat. Open back up. And we'll land right into goddess pose. Left foot plants. Sink the hips. Just here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Wide leg forward fold. We'll be here a little longer. If there's any inversions in your practice, feel free and take them now. Maybe a headstand, pinch a handstand. We didn't warm up the shoulders very much, but maybe you've been doing other things since before you watched my video. If you'd like some extra twisting in your wide leg forward fold, you can reach your right hand for your left calf, ankle or foot. Reach the left arm up. And switching your side. If you made it upside down, making your way back into our wide leg forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, square everything up towards the front of the mat into our long lunge. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Frame the right foot. Three-legged dog. Pull yourself through. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot up in between the hands. Rise, crescent lunge. Hands to heart center. Lean forward, float the right foot. Bring right knee to chest. Reach the arms up. Extend the right leg. Sending the right leg back through Warrior 3 to land Warrior 2. Skandasana. Right knee bends. Finding some depth here, finding some opening. You can always sit on a block here so that you can begin to open up the hip, really pressing into it and pressing back into the tricep. Develop this range. Find your bind. If you hit it on the other side. And if you're binding, open up the chest. Don't collapse in. Just reach for the bind. Make sure you're able to open. Moving back into Warrior 2. Half moon. Shiva squat on an exhale. Back into half moon. Going straight into goddess pose. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wide leg forward fold. Last chance for inversions. Or just hang out in your fold. Tune into the quality of breath at the end of our flows compared to the beginning, before we started, when we set our intention. Notice what arrived for you throughout practice. Inhale, halfway lift. Squaring everything towards the top of the mat. Last active pose of class. Really begin to separate your feet. Milk it all out. We're almost done. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the hands down. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull yourself through. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, right shin forward into our pigeon pose. Playing with a range that's comfortable for you. Recline pigeon's always available. We're going to land on our backs after both side pigeons anyway. So if you want to go ahead and get there, do your thing. I like a nice active pigeon pose. Really helps open up the hip flexor of the extended leg. Kind of allows me to open up through the shoulders, working on back bends. And we'll switch our side on pigeon. You can make your way however you'd like. I like this ninja move. Rolling onto my right hip. Swing the left leg forward. Swing the right leg back. And I've arrived in my pigeon pose. Little ninja moves. Some hip mobility. Wherever you are, maybe close down the eyes. And just feel the subtleties of what movement, how it energizes the body, how it changes the chemistry in the brain. Oftentimes, movement puts you in a better mood. You know, even when you don't want to get up and do the thing, you know, you get up and do it and you never really regret it. Making our way to our backs, however you'd like to get there. You can swing the right arm forward and just lie down. Hug the knees into the chest. Nice tight squeeze. And find a twist. Allowing the knees to fall over to the left. Right shoulder blade remains grounded. And breathing. Bringing the knees back to center. Allowing them to fall over to the right. Bring the knees back to center. Reach for a happy baby. Our final posture of class. Before Shavasana, if there's any other poses you feel would complete your practice, please take them now. I also recommend allowing yourself a moment of stillness, a moment to pretend to be nobody with nothing to do, nowhere to be. Just a few moments to tune into yourself, integrate the practice, and prepare for the rest of your day. Feel free to stay here for as long as you'd like. And again, thank you so much for dropping into class. That was a very challenging one. Good job for sticking it out, and hope to see you in the next one.